I am here with a very special guest today, Cathy Curtis, certified financial planner, author and web influencer from Oakland, California. Cathy, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. What made you want to be a financial advisor?
I had a totally different career before I became a financial advisor. I was a sales and marketing executive in the food industry, in the corporate food world. So I worked for big companies and I was in sales and also marketing products. I learned a lot of skills, business skills, sales skills, marketing skills, but I was dissatisfied with just selling a product. I really wanted to be of service to people in some way in my career, and in addition, as from a very young age, maybe my teens, early 20s, I became fascinated with companies, how they worked, what kind of products they sold, why some failed, why some made it. And I started reading all I could about companies in different business magazines, Fortune, Forbes, and then I started investing my own money. And I loved it. I did pretty well, and I decided, and I wanted to make it a career for a long, long time. I saved enough money where I could quit my corporate job and start as a financial advisor.
Why did you decide to specialize on female clients?
When I became a financial advisor, I was marketing to no one in particular. I didn't really know who my message was for, what kind of clients I wanted, what kind of services were best to offer. It was very confusing, and it was very hard to develop a clientele. So I looked back on my marketing and sales career in food product branding and realized that I could become a personal brand too. And I could control my reputation, decide who I wanted to market to, and really develop a message and services towards a particular segment of the population. Secondly, women in the United States is a very, very underserved market. Most financial advisors are men, even now, although more women now than before. And men have a different way of communicating with women. It can be intimidating for women, and I felt my style was well suited to helping women open up and tell me about their problems and what they needed help with.
You use social networks for your work. What is your main purpose in using them, and how can you make them more efficient?
Okay, the main purpose, first off, is to broadcast myself and to get as many people as possible to know that I'm a financial advisor and that I can help them with my services. But the turning point for me in deciding to use social media was back in 2008 when I decided to market to women specifically, and I was looking for ways to reach them that were cost effective because mainline media is very expensive, TV, newspaper, and very quickly things started to happen for me because I was using those platforms. Getting clients, meeting referral partners, finding service providers, marketing people. Now, a lot of advisors ask me, how do you find the time to use those tools and also do your job, meet with clients, invest money? Fortunately, all kinds of tools have cropped up to make it more efficient, and I'll give one example. It's an app called Hootsuite, Hootsuite, where you can post on all the networks at the same time, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, more, and you can schedule when your tweets go out. So you do not have to physically be sitting there doing this. That's just one example of many, many tools that are out there now to make it more efficient to use social media as your marketing platform.
What are the 2-3 major challenges that you would predict for the future of the financial advisory?
Number one, I think more and more services are going to be automated. And if advisors don't keep up with technology in their practices, they're going to lose the opportunity to work with younger clients. And as the client base ages, they're going to need to bring in new clients. And one of the best ways is to make sure you have the tools that they like to use. Number two, I think finally women are going to become a bigger part of the industry. Every firm, big financial firm, bank, organization has a women's initiative right now to bring in more women into the profession. And I think traditionally women don't think of financial advice as a good profession. They think it's male dominated. They think you have to have a lot of hard skills like math and science, when truly it's a profession where women's aptitudes work really well, communication styles and wanting to service people, things like that. And lastly, at least in the United States, and this has been going on for a while, there's a move from working for a bank to working for something called a registered investment advisor. These are not just solo firms, these are small, mid to large size firms, and more advisors are wanting to work that way because they can have more flexibility.
And finally, how do you pass your quality time?
I'm very interested in healthy food, local eating, sort of like your slow food, the movement that started in Italy, the slow food movement. I'm on the board, president of the board of an organization that runs a very, very successful farmers market in San Francisco at the Ferry Building. And we do a lot more than run the market. We do educational programming for children to learn how to eat healthy and cook healthy. We bring underprivileged kids to the market to help them to cook, things like that. So I love that organization. And one last volunteer thing I do is I create food programming for an organization in San Francisco called the Commonwealth Club. And it's also very food. I love food and wine, and that's been a great experience for me. I met my husband at that club. I meet clients at that club besides having fun doing it.
Cathy, thank you so much. It was wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.